Wow, so many people come to school late. And my kid's in trouble for being late once in the last month. She got a 1 hour after school detention for being late. This is being recorded 10 minutes after tardy. So right now it's 8 o'clock and 7:50 you're tardy. You're supposed to be to school by 7:45. There's a 5-minute grace period. And then everything after that you're late. And so far there's like at least 22 people before I started recording, or 22 cars rather, that arrived here. So for the next school year, I don't understand why they don't just bump the hour up like by 20 minutes and you know, school arrival time should be 8:05. And 8:15 you're late. Sorry I didn't get any closer. But I don't want to show the people's faces and stuff like that in the video, because that would be snarky and kind of low life. So my thing is, I'm putting off my scrapping day to do my my duty as a parent. That's not a problem. To make sure my kid gets to school on time, I'm driving this big heavy 4-ton truck because I don't want to be irresponsible and drive my other trucks, because there's no insurance on them right now, because I'm trying to build myself up so that I have cash, and cash flow in my warehouse works pretty much on its own. But that's a whole nother video and whole other stories. And it's like way uncool that they let this many, they let way more. I should have videoed this much earlier. Maybe I'll do that again tomorrow if I take my kid to school tomorrow. But just one of the teeny tiny little itty bitty bugaboos that you can't let yourself get all worked up about, but I'm just sharing on my scrapping channel some of the weird stuff that you gotta learn how to roll with in life and put up with. That not everything in life is going to be fair, and obviously you can't dwell on it because, you know, it's dysfunctional. So this is just me sharing my little story, teeny tiny little vignette in life that everybody has. But I feel it's like, when I stop this video, there'll be probably about 15 more people that arrive late, because I've sat here just in amazement. I know I should be out working, but sometimes I'll just use this as my break time and sit in wonderment as like, all right, I move, you know, like you're supposed to move, and get the kid out the door, make sure they're showered and shaved and they had a breakfast and all this other crap, all the right things. The homework is all together, so you're not in the shambles when you come to school. It's all together, trying to get them prepared for life, and you got like a good 30 people that just stroll in casually late. Oh yeah, by the way, I got school today. Yeah, I think I'll get there when I get there. No worries. Look, another person. Wow. When I conclude this video, there will be 10 to 15 more people that come here. There goes another parent backing out. See, that's not the official drop-off point. The official drop-off point for the kids is, well, like a lot of schools, okay, they don't tell you this. Okay, well, drop them off in front of the church, and then you walk directly into the building. Okay, because, see, it's a security thing that schools use, and I don't know who started it. I don't know if it was a directive from like the federal government or some Homeland Security idea or something, but many people don't know this, but they're having parents use their cars as a form of a ring of steel, because in the past, used to be able to let your, well, okay, a long time ago you could walk to school. Okay, well, those days are gone. So they've been gone for a generation now, at least. All right, so flip past that. For many years now, for a full generation or more, you've been able to drop your kid off at school in the parking lot, and then they walk into the building. Like, but now it's not quite like that. It's been tweaked where all the cars line up, okay, and the children are brought into the school, okay. Maybe I'm explaining it the wrong way. Years ago, the parents would drop off their kid at school in the parking lot all the way up until about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and the kids would stand outside until the door opened of the school, okay? But now you're not allowed to let your kid out of the car until the doors of the school open. So the children, rightfully so, of course, are protected by, obviously, by the car. Okay, so if there's a crazed gunman, okay, there's not a group of children standing all in one spot where, you know, they could mow down a bunch of people. Everybody's sitting in their own individual car, so if there was some nutcase, you would, the chances of having, you know, somebody do huge damage is minimized. But they don't tell you that, or you never hear it mentioned that they're using the car as a sort of like a security device, or like a ring of steel, so to speak, like protecting the children and the school. So next time, I got a cold, working all night, crappy weather. That's why they have you all line up now. Everybody lines up to go and pick up their kid from school, because before, schools would open the door and let all the kids out. Everybody would just walk out from school, but they don't do that now. The car pulls up, they get on the radio, and they call up the kid and the kid's number, okay? So they call my kid, you know, Nora, and her last name, and our car number. So no longer will you ever see a gathering of children and teachers outside. That does not happen. That's really sad. I mean, it's really subtle, the change. It went completely unnoticed, but now you have to line up and wait for your child. When before, everybody used to be let out, and I don't know, there was like actual social interaction, like kids would, like, you know, hey, bye, you know, like, you don't have any of that. It's like 1 or 2 or 3 children out of the building at a time, into the car, next, next, next. Sad.